Guys, okay, so today is Full Face Friday, so what we're doing is a full face of Profusion Cosmetics. Now, you may be wondering, well, Holly, why are your eyes, halfway done? Well, let me just tell you, and anyone who knows me, and a few people that know me will know that in my life, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. For sure, without fail. My husband laughs at me all the time, and I laugh at myself because it's just, after a while, you just have to laugh or you'll cry. I'm the most unlucky person that, anything bad will happen to me. So anyway, I say all that to say that I had a great intro, we were doing it, everything was going great, and I was going to push pause so that I could speed things up a little bit, but I accidentally pushed stop instead of pause. So we're gonna regroup, start this now, and I'm not gonna bore you more than you already are with trying to refilm it or redo the whole thing. So, okay, what happened was, we're doing Profusion Cosmetics today. They do not have any form of foundation or concealer that I've seen in any of my stores. So for my foundation today, I have got the CYO Life Proof on. It's not giving me as much coverage as I normally get from it. Maybe I just didn't put enough on. Anyway, neither here nor there. And for my concealer, I've got the Morphe Fluidity Concealer, and then I've got a little bit of the Essence Camouflage Concealer, the lightest shade, right in here to kind of cover up some of my eye bags. I started out on my eyes with this amazing Pro Face palette by Profusion, which even gives you two brushes, which amazingly click into place. So if you want to travel with this, it's all clicked in there for you. Nice face color brush, and then a eye brush that has been working splendidly. So what I started out with was this shade Intrigued in my crease first, then the shade Bold in my crease next, and then I'm going to put this shade called Intent on my lid to brighten things up. I'm not going to do a crazy look today because I've got an eyeliner that I want to kind of be the star of the show today. So I'm just putting that, and so far the shadows are not like crazy amazing pigment, but they're good pigment, and I feel like they're working perfectly fine. If you are I'm not a makeup artist, I'm just a regular girl like you guys, a very unlucky one, as the case may be. So they're working really good for me, and I would not say that these are bad shadows at all for from just a consumer's point of view. If you're a makeup artist, you may want more pigment. If you just want something to be more pigmented, you may not like these. So that's just a bit of, what am I trying to say? The information for you guys to have, so you can make an informed decision. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of shadow on my lower lash line, but I'm not going to use that big fluffy brush to do it. I'm going to use this number 9 brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to mix the two first shades Intrigued and Bold that I first put on, and I'm going to just mix those together and just apply that to my lower lash line. This is how I normally do my makeup, so I figured this is just how I am. One of these days I'll do a glam look, so you guys can kind of get an idea, if you're interested, of how I do like glam looks on my 40-year-old eyes as just a regular girl. Like, it's nice to see all these looks from makeup artists and stuff, but a lot of times I cannot recreate them. Sometimes I can, but not always. And also, your eye shape really makes a difference in how old you are and how you want to lift that eye or whatever. Okay. And I have some of these items in their packages. Like, obviously this comes, you're going to see this in its package, and this is how it shows up in the store, and that's how you'll see it, because it's just all contained in the actual package. But some of these I'm going to show you the package that they're in, so that way if you're walking through the store and you're like, oh, I want to try that, or that looked cool, you'll know what it looks like in the package. So you'll see it, because when they're in the store on display, they're in their packages. So I know some of you guys don't like that, but you don't own me. So, okay, the next thing we're going to do is the eyeliner. It's not in its original package, but it is the Profusion Cosmetics Wing It Superfine Eyeliner. Whoa! And the tip is insanely tiny. Whoa! Look at the finest, oh my goodness. And it's that swipe that I just did. It's looking good. Okay. I may or may not do a follow-up video, so you might just have to hear me rambling. Sorry, y'all. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, you can get the finest line of your life, of anyone's life, with this. It's full of pigment. And it's gliding beautifully. Very black. It's gliding absolutely beautifully. It is a felt tip, and normally I don't like felt tips because they, oh, it's bleeding a little bit though, so that's something to think about. I usually don't like felt tips because they tend to be too stiff and don't glide. This one is gliding beautifully. It was a little bit more of a wing than I was planning, but so there you go. The tip on this is so fine that you could really put it in between your lashes. My little daughters are coming home. I hope you guys don't see them. So anyway, this is looking like an excellent, whoops. Now be careful when you put this in because it might, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I wonder if I'm not sure if the pigment is actually in the cap. So far, good liner, like it, okay. Okay, it was just sitting on my hand, not going anywhere. Okay, so I really like that liner. Now, do not judge my lines. They're awful. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so this is the Profusion Length and Volume Lift Lash Out Loud Mascara in black. I think they had other shades, but I can't really remember. No, they didn't. They only had like one mascara, and it was just this one, and I think it was just, your only choice was black. So, all right, here we go. Hourglass shape of a brush. Not interested in that. It looks like there's also some fibers. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Doesn't say there are fibers in it, but it looks like there are. Let's just see what we've got. Okay. Alright, first impression, not a fan of this mascara, which is such a bummer because I really want it to be. There are fibers in it. I've got one fiber sticking right there, and not a fan. Making them very loud. No, making them very long. Not volumized. Now they're wanting to stick together, so no. Not my favorite. So let's take a pause, and I will press the pause button. I'll be right back after I go do the other lashes. Okay, and we're back. Both eyes done as far as lashes go. This mascara, not my favorite. Okay, so now we're going to be back to the face palette. And on this side, obviously, you have all your face powders. There's also some highlights and some brow stuff. Oh, let's do brows, actually, since that's part of eyes. They've got brow wax. So let's try that. I'm just going to put a little bit of brow wax with this angled brush. It's right here on this side, right there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of brow wax on there just to get my brows in a shape that I would like them. And I know you're probably thinking, what are you doing? It's all going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Alright, I'm just going to smooth them. Didn't bring a spoolie today though because I'm a dum-dum. So anyway, alright, so let's go in now. I'm going to wipe any wax, residual wax on a tissue, or wipe it off. There are medium brown and ash brown. I'm going to go into the darkest ash brown shade. And let's just see what we've got. Okay, that's a bit, that's not as gray as I would like it. It's a tiny bit warm, but it's looking good. Yeah. Sorry if I'm giving you guys anxiety from having my hair all in the way. It's been giving me anxiety all day, actually. My hair. You guys ever like see like these pictures of people and they have all this long gorgeous hair and you're like, yes, I want long gorgeous hair, and then you're like, man, that takes like forever to style. It never looks as good. It's always in my face. No wonder why people don't have long, not, you know, everyday person just doesn't have long gorgeous hair. No offense to you guys that do have long gorgeous hair. I'm totally jealous of you. Okay. So, oh, there's a dog. Somebody's dog. I don't know whose dog. Okay, run you doggy. Go find your home. Okay. It's a weird looking dog. Okay, so hopefully he finds his home. So eyes done. Let's start on with, let's go ahead and grab some blush. I'm going to go ahead and use well, you know what? No, I'm not. It's a little bit too small for my preference for blush. There is a kind of cool tone pinky one blush and then a peachier shimmery one. And the cool tone pinky one is more matte. So I'm just going to go ahead and there's like 3 highlights. We're not talking about highlight Holly. We're talking about blush. I'm going to go into the top one, which is Fancy, which is, okay, that one's a little bit powdery. A little bit powdery dusty, so. All right, so we got some pretty good pigment right there. I just don't want to get too much, you know? Easier to build up than it is to take down after you put too much on. So that's nice. Okay, I like that. So let's see. I'm just, I'm going to go ahead and use for highlight. Should I do let me do a contour. I'm not a contour girl. And I'm just going to, it says there's a light bronzer and a medium bronzer. I'm just going to use the medium bronzer because it's really a light bronzer. And if I was a bronzer girl, contour girl, this is the shade I would use because it's just about perfect for me. These ones are a little bit dusty. Okay, I'm going to take a bigger brush and blend that out in just a second, but I'm going to put a little bit on my 5 head, what I got going on 5 head right here. And then I'm going to grab a bigger brush and blend that out. This is my powder brush. I'm just going to kind of blend these together. Okay, looking good. I am actually also going to put a little bit of that on the sides of my nose because I have got the most giant nose that ever was. We'll see if we can't make that thing look a little bit smaller. Not that I'm fooling anyone. Anyway, okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and grab a highlight. I am going to, well, I'm just going to use this. Well, you know what? I'm going to use the blush brush that I used and just blend it right on top. There's one highlight shade on the face side of the palette. There's a couple on the eyes side, but okay, that's pretty subtle. It's pretty subtle. Let me try adding a little bit of this shade right here, Dreamy. I'll get a more concentrated brush. If I got one. I do. Okay, so I feel like the face shades pans are a bit dustier. That's not really translating very much. So yeah, the highlight shades are not the greatest. I was getting all excited about this palette. I don't know. I put a little bit more of this, the first highlight that I put on, just to see if we can get anything going. There we go, that's a little bit better. So maybe you just need a more concentrated brush application. Okay, so there's that. So the last thing we have is lips. That went a little bit faster than I was expecting. And I have got the Lip Duo Matte Lip Cream and Matte Lip Liner in the shade Secret. I already know that I like these liquid lipsticks. I haven't tried the lip liner yet though, so hopefully it's gonna work out good. Okay, so it's a retractable. Hope that lip's gonna be looking good. My lips are horrible, sorry. They will be covered up in a moment though. I'm overdrawing a tiny bit to cover up my pigmentation. Got a little fuzz right there, that's gross. Okay, there's a lip liner. It's a nice lip liner. Okay, this has got like the longest tip, applicator tip that I have ever seen. It's really long. My neighbors are like, she's crazy, she's at it again. Okay, that's a bit more blue tone pinky than I was expecting. I don't hate it though. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Everything was nice, except for the mascara, I didn't like it. And this face palette, I'm going to try it a couple more times. I think this would be great for like beginners that are just getting into makeup. I think this would be a great palette for them. Everything else nice. I already knew I liked the lips. And I like the shades that are in this palette. So anyway, there you go. I will update any thoughts that I have in the description. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.